Hey everybody. So, Another Remix did a vid um, about things need to come into alignment. Um, and he hit some subjects that I wanted to talk about and tell stories about. So, I totally agree with his ideas and opinions. Um, on the subject. I think the world is in trouble right now, and if more love and compassion went out, um, the world would be a better place. The first thing I want to talk about is the homeless. When I was younger, um, when I lived in Savannah, I used to walk to work and back, and I ran across a lot of homeless people in the day. Um, and I found out that, if you just sat down and talked to them and listened to their story, it made a big difference in their life. Just to show that somebody cared, it meant a lot to them. And I used to run across the same people all the time, and every once in a while a new person would come across. I would come across a new person every once in a while, and I would sit there and talk to them, and we would have people would just walk past us and basically look down on us because even I was even looked down upon for talking to them. And I just found that society at times can be very heartless and not care about other people's feelings or what's going on in their lives, that they're too self-absorbed in themselves. That if you take a minute, just a second, to talk to somebody, that can make a difference in their day. So that's my thoughts on the homeless, that if you have time, or you can do any little thing that you can do, can make a difference in their life. And they're trying to survive in this world. And if you give them any little change and stuff, that can make a big difference in their day. They can afford food and just little comforts. So I always say, if you lend your ear for a minute, you can make a difference in somebody's life. My thoughts on prisoners. I worked in a store downtown Savannah, and we used to every day have guys from the halfway house come in and get stuff, get food and stuff for the day. And I saw the ugly side of society in that, because the owner of the store came in one day and saw them and told them that they were not allowed in his store, and that they were not allowed to stand out in front of his store, that they would have to go across the street. That really ticked me off to watch somebody treat a group of people as less. I don't think anybody should be treated that way. I think everybody should be treated as equals. And it really ticked me off, which I walked out there as soon as I found out what was said, and talked to them and told them that anytime that I am in that store, they are more than welcome to come in and get whatever they need. They are customers just like anybody else. They are not less than anybody else. Me and the owner actually got into it another day because they were outside the store waiting for their ride, because I told them they could. And the owner said, "Why are those people outside my store?" And I told them that they are more than welcome here. They are customers. They can stand wherever the hell they want to. You do not have the right to tell somebody that they are less than what they are. So, yeah. I didn't work there very much longer after that, but I got my point across. And they didn't move that day. So it's the little victories. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the sex offender. If a sex offender moved next door, I would not mind. I would like to know the backstory to it, because I would like to know if it's more mental, or if it was a fucked up situation with the 19 and 15-year-old. my point of it is that I don't know why a sex offender would move around here, because I would be more worried for their life than, worried for the people around me, because um, this around here, they don't care what kind of sex offender you are. All they have to hear is the word sex offender, and they will jump on board and just, they will bash you down. They will just talk about you like you are dirt. Um, and they will make sure the whole area knows. You know, they want to make sure that this county knows, that county knows, everybody knows that this sex offender is here. And and that brings so much hate. And people don't care. They don't, around here, they don't care what kind of sex offender you are. They're going to jump aboard and they're going to bash that and they just talk shit about them the whole entire time. And I don't understand that. I don't understand it because you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. And I'm a firm believer, treat people how you want to be treated. Because if somebody did that to you, I don't think you would appreciate that all that much. So that's just, a quick response. I hope it was quick. I don't know. But those are my thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed them.